Issues. We're live on the television talk show Issues here, and I tell you, we're in Una, Mississippi, Prairie Mills, down here with James, and they're working on the toy drive with Love Bone One Stop Shop Production. Y'all know the famous Love Bone all over the place. Unmixed 106.1 Saturday Morning Love Bone Saturday Blues Show, man. My guys here with us, and they're doing something positive for a lot of kids in the Golden Triangle and beyond, and nothing like giving back during the holiday season. I understand you guys have started this a year ago or 2 years ago.
Well, actually, it started 3 years ago, and Jane came aboard 2 years ago. And since then, this thing has grown leaps and bounds, and so it's just hard to say no to people that's in need. And if we got it, they got it.
Right.
So, you know, that's how we came together.
Cool. Well, such a great thing. And James, you were saying earlier off the camera about you guys want to help kids, but be sure that you are in need and not just saying you want something and don't need it when somebody is less fortunate than the actual individual who's trying to get toys and items and don't really need it.
Right.
So that being said, you guys been doing it for, actually, you've been doing it 1 year, and y'all been doing it a total of 3 years all together. What inspired you to want to do this, Love Bone, with your one-stop production company?
Well, I ran upon a family, and a child was wanting a bike in the store, and matter of fact, the single parent wasn't able to purchase the bike, and I did.
So it was an overhearing conversation?
Yeah, it was a conversation, and then I got on the radio, and I made mention of I'm going to be donating a couple of bikes or 3 bikes, and after that
it turned into something.
Yeah, it turned into something else, and I came down to Prairie Mill. We just sitting there talking. James said, "Man, that's a good thing that you're doing." He said, "If you need some help, let me know."
Okay.
Phone started ringing every Saturday on the radio, and I said, "Man, I don't know whether we can do this or not." Jane called me and said, "Let's do it." And after that, you see what it turned out to be.
Right. And James, you've been a partner and been a part of this as well, because it takes funds to do everything that you guys are doing with the donations from the different people, cash shopping and dropping off funds and different things of that nature. How does this make you feel to be able to help and give back to the less fortunate?
And it makes me feel real good, you know, to be able to give and take care of people. Man, I'm telling you, people are dropping money off into your hand, you know, and you know, that's a hard thing for people to do sometimes.
And it's a plus on you guys' behalf that people would trust you to give you funds and money to do what you guys are doing.
That's right. Yeah, so people have been great. They've been behind Prairie Mill and the one-stop production of Love Bone. And man, we've been growing and growing, and it's just no end to it, look like, because you know, Love Bone, that's a good DJ.
Right.
That's a good DJ.
Well, let's say he's the best DJ. Don't say good.
Okay, he's the best.
We got to do this in front of him. We'll talk later.
Yeah, that's it.
No, but man, ain't nothing like having someone again, the voice of Love Bone on Saturday mornings, pushing what you guys are doing, and you're down. You guys are teaming up together to do something positive for our people in our community, because again, we got to think about, we're going to eat tonight, but there's someone tonight that's not going to get a meal or don't know where it's going to come from. We have a choice, and that's a blessing as a whole. We'll be right back in just a moment for the television talk show Issues. You know, we're on 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. Email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com, or either give us a call, 662-386-6064 if you got an issue. We'll be right back in just a moment for the television talk show Issues.
Issues will return after these commercial breaks. Stay tuned.
Attention Golden Triangle and surrounding area. It's finally here, the hottest new sports store in the city. The best in sports apparel and accessories. Sideline Sports has all of your favorite team wear. NFL, NBA, and NBL. Sideline Sports also carry your regional colleges' custom shirt, jackets, or hats. Come on and let Coach Joe put you in the game. It's your passion and your pride. Sideline Sports in Columbus. And we're back to the television talk show issues down here at Prairie Mills in Prairie, Mississippi. I wouldn't call it unit, but it's all connected together some kind of way. Love on One Stop Shop and the owner here, James. The guys are giving back, and I tell you, they're doing something positive in the neighborhood, in the Golden Triangle. I don't know if it's too late to still give donations, but if you would let them know if they still want to do last minute donations, or if someone is in need, can you give some information on how they can find you guys or locate you, or if they want to cash out you guys?
Yeah, I don't mind. My cash app is $LoveBone74, or either you can just call me at 662-631-0135.
Okay.
And it's not too late. You know, some people gonna give after Christmas, and they give after Christmas.
You still
between
try to
James and
disperse
I,
it.
We'll still make it happen.
Right,
We'll
okay.
make it somehow.
Okay, and if they want to find you and drop off donations or call, how can they find you?
Okay, they can find me at 662-542-0294. Either they can get with Love on that cash app, because I don't have one.
Right,
But you know,
or no Facebook.
Yeah.
You gotta,
But
we're gonna bring you up to,
Hey.
Bone, you gotta communicate with them about that cash app and Facebook now.
And I tell you, people know what Prairie Mill is.
Hey, they putting it in there.
What's the address here, the physical address?
10111 Prairie Mill Road, Prairie, Mississippi.
And I understand you're weighing 18 wheelers now?
I'm weighing them, brother. They come through on 45. Hey, they need to be weighed, pull in, and we got that where we
The
can put a
digital
little
read,
something.
yeah.
Where we put a little something in our pocket. So y'all remember that.
Hey, so Bone, when you get your cow feed, because I know you got some cows and horses and pigs down there.
Man, I tell you what, right now they still eating in the
What y'all eat?
right now. Yeah, that's it. But man, right here at Prairie Mill, man, is you can see they're doing good business here. People are coming from somewhere everywhere.
For certain
And
things.
especially they got good feed, a good mix of feed. They love to hear James
They
sing.
love it. James, can you just give us one note on national live TV?
Hey, look,
Same one.
wait, hold 1 second.
Okay.
Let me tell you one thing here.
You gonna put a love story?
I need to talk to you about something.
Okay, well, come on, we ready.
You know, somebody got in a video. You said they had like, 2 seconds in the video.
Yeah.
I want in that video too. Felicia.
Oh, so you didn't get in the
that either, brother. So
you didn't get in Felicia's video. Johnny Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard me when I said Bone had 2 seconds of fame. He talking about the video.
I gotta get in there.
Okay, well, this your video here. Go ahead and sing for us, James.
Have you ever wanted something you just couldn't have? Said it beats that way sometimes. See, y'all know what I'm talking about. You see, life's a funny thing, y'all. Life ain't always easy. Hey, man, you know what your feet that way.
Man, I tell you, it's James from Prairie Mills and Love on One Stop Shop for Big 106.1. Man, it's been a pleasure chatting with you guys, man. Again, something positive what you guys are doing, man. More blessings are on the way, man. Again, y'all support these guys with what they have going on with the toy drive, something positive. In whatever state you're in, because we're only 4 states again, you still can send those funds and help somebody, and you will be recognized with letting people know, because he's on iHeartRadio as well, with being able to hear and listen what's going on all the way around the world. Can you gentlemen look in that camera and say, issues?
Issues.
We'll see you next time, same place for the television talk show, Issues.
Ooh wee, boy, your car is lit. Where you get those new LED wheel lights?
321 Custom, formerly known as Total Customs on Gardner Boulevard. They do LED lighting, window tinting, auto systems, automotive customization, and wheels and tires. Anything you need, ask for Ryan. 321 Customs, Columbus. Call 662-245-1010.
Hey, this is Ryan at 321 Customs. Come see us anytime, 1516 Gardner Boulevard.
We're live for the television talk show Issues, and I tell you, nothing like a comfortable sit down with someone you have watched as an individual kid, who I am, in the world today, from politics to in the pulpit, from I mean, just the day-to-day living of life. It's Reverend Kamal Kareem Jr. here with us today for the television talk show Issues. Again, we're on in 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. If you want to be a part of the show, give us a call, 662-386-6064, or email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com. Reverend Kamal Kareem, welcome to the show. How you feeling today?
Brother, I'm honored, and just props to you, brother. You have really come a long way. I want to tell everybody, this brother here is the master of his craft.
Hey, I really appreciate the love, man, and again, but it's all about you on today, man. Talk to us, man. It's been a long journey. You have a lot to say.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of ups and downs in life, but God, look at us now.
Yeah.
So the development of life itself, and you being an individual here in the world today, the Golden Triangle area and beyond. Talk to us about your new book.
Pragmatic National.
Pragmatic. Man, I tell you.
Pragmatic National.
Hey, man, the book is out. The book is here. Talk to us about the book, and then you can tell us where they can find it and where they can get it.
Well, first of all, Rick, I want to say, you can't tell anybody anything if you've never been through nothing. Yeah. Pragmatic nationalism, a return to our Pan-African roots, is a redirection, not reinventing the wheel, but a redirection of black nationalism, Pan-Africanism. You know, we've tried inclusion over the last 70 years, and we're still running around here begging for jobs and justice.
Yes.
And so sometimes we have to go back to the old landmark. And if you study history, more inventions were invented by African Americans right after slavery because of Pan-Africanist roots. We made more progress. We were more autonomous. There were more black towns like Bottleneck, Oklahoma, like Rosewood, you know. So in revisiting these principles, we revisit the options of being self-determining, of having autonomy, of doing for ourselves, of promoting ourselves, knowing our own culture, and knowing our own history.
Man, that is so amazing. And you speaking on so many African Americans themselves who have made history, but if we're not teaching this particular thing, doing history in school and classes, we would never know, because we learn about it when Black History Month comes up, like who made the light bulb, who made the stoplight, those different things of that nature.
Right. But you know, there's a lot of lies in history too, like Columbus discovered America. Well, you know, people were already living in America when Columbus came over here. It was the indigenous people, it was the Indians. But going back to that point, you know, it's been about 70 years since we've been in the stage of development of trying to be included, trying to be included in the government, trying to be included and based on the morals of white people to treat us right. Well, we see with the rise in police brutality, with the voting rights being rescinded, constantly being rescinded now, with a neglect on criminal justice reform, we have to take steps to really look at these issues, these problems. The problem in our community, the self-murder, self-hatred, all of the murder and the killing going on across the country in our community.
Correct.
So this is another methodology to go back and get some old values, some old character building principles that were used by our forefathers that we might can live by and redirect ourselves.
So you're saying everything that you're mentioning and discussing at this present time ties into the pragmatic.
Yeah, well, what I have in this book here, I've got 4 different areas that I've listed in this book here. The Black church and African spirituality, I start out with that. I get into education, I get into economics, and I also get into some other things of value, of some constants that we're not paying attention to. It's sort of like you can change the furniture in the room, but the room is still the same, and that's where we are as a people in America. You know, we keep going around and round in a circle, and so we're going to have to do something different. And I always was taught by my father, in order to make something different, happen, you got to do something that you've never done.
Man, I tell you, we got a lot to talk about here with Reverend Kamal Kareem Jr. Again, we're talking about the book, Pragmatic. Man, I tell you, this is this is something that you really want to be a part of, get a hold to, should I say. Good stocking stuffer as well. Pragmatic. Man, we got more to come with Reverend Kamal Kareem. Stick around. We'll be right back in just a moment after these television commercial breaks. For the television talk show, Issues.
If you have an issue, call 662-386-6064. Stay tuned.
GTA and surrounding areas, it's Friday Night Fish Fry every day of the week at Fish Shack, 315 Old White Road North, behind AutoZone in West Point. Or give them a call, 662-304-0144. Or in Columbus, 1316 Highway 69 South. Or give them a call, 662-570-9755. Again, it's a Friday Night Fish Fry every day of the week at the Fish Shack, where they specialize in catfish, whitening, burgers, and wings. They have been feeding the Golden Triangle since 1998. Friday Night Fish Fry every day of the week at Fish Shack, 315 Old White Road North, behind AutoZone in West Point. Or give them a call, 662-304-0144. Or in Columbus, 1316 Highway 69 South. Or give them a call, 662-570-9755. Again, it's a Friday Night Fish Fry every day of the week at the Fish Shack, where they specialize in catfish, whitening, burgers, and wings. The Fish Shack in West Point and Columbus.
And we're back for the television talk show, Issues. Sitting here talking to Reverend Kamal Kareem, author, publisher, writer, dictator.
Dictator.
Hey, you have to be able to dictate things to conversate and to, you got to have all those and still to be able to write a book now.
Oh, absolutely.
So those are all that. And forgot about when you was an anchor man in the days with WCBI. So a trailblazer here today. Again, how can they find this book?
Well, you can find Pragmatic Nationalism on Barnes & Noble. You can get the ebook, Amazon, Amazon Kindle, and Gumroad. All you simply have to do is just go to these sites, type in my name, KamalKarriem, or Pragmatic Nationalism. It'll come right up, and it's not an expensive book. It's not expensive at all. It's really under $10.
Man.
But your inquiring mind should want to know.
Hey, you heard it first right here with Reverend Kamal Kareem Jr. Any final remarks you would like to leave with someone who's dealing with issues in today's society, with dealing with some of the old history that?
Well, one thing that I want to say, a lot of our folks, a lot of brothers who are affiliated, a lot of our brothers that belong to these cliques and sets, they're using the 5% knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are 7%, some of them claim 360. The bottom line to all of that is right and good in knowing all of this knowledge that we might learn in the prisons, or this knowledge that we might have picked up from the Nation of Islam. But it's righteousness that excels a nation. It's righteousness that exalts a nation. And it's not about religiosity. Mm-hmm. It's not about being a Christian, being a Muslim, being a Buddhist. It's not even about being an African spiritualist. It's about doing what's right.
And let me ask you this. Do you encourage Caucasian people or any other race to actually just check and get educated themselves about what has taken place?
Listen, this book that I have written for our Caucasian brothers and sisters, or for anyone who is not of African descent, this will enlighten you about our plight. Matter of fact, did you know, and this is in the book, did you know that the very, very first African American church that was formulated in this country is in Savannah, Georgia? And how this church was formulated, it was formulated by slaves that got off the ship. 25% of them were Muslim. The other 25% of them were Christians that had been converted because of white supremacy over in their own country. And the others were African spiritualists, and they formulated the first African Baptist church in Savannah, Georgia, that still exists to this very day.
Man, I tell you, great interview, great topics again. You can find the book, at all different formats.
Barnes and Noble, Amazon, Gumroad, and if you want a copy,
Hard copy.
if you want a copy, you can contact me simply by calling me. You can call me personally at 662-245-0955. That number again, 662-245-0955. Be glad to accommodate you. And also your church, your school, your college, your university, and talking about Pan-Africanism, pragmatic nationalism, and talking to students or colleges or universities about the thoughts of Marcus Garvey, Martin Delany, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. These things work for us. They have been proven things. When we came under these different ideologies, we had more business, we had more peace, we had more community autonomy, and we had more self-sustaining family units.
Man, I tell you, can you look in that camera and say issues?
Issues.
Man, we'll be right
with
back.
Rick, don't go, Mason.
And we'll be right back with more exciting things on the way. We'll be in Una, Mississippi as well, talking to James from Prairie Mill doing a toy drive, a massive toy drive, where they have so many bikes to give away along with the Love Bone, One Stop Production. They're all tied in together. Also, Tay presents the Fish Shack in Columbus and West Point, along with Issues Television Talk Show, The Morning Kickback, and Building Bridges with the City of Columbus. We'll be giving away toys to needed families, and that is so special for those kids who are gonna, receive gifts. Plus, the Boys and Girls Club on the 21st, Rock Bottom Furniture, Boys and Girls Club, Issues Television Talk Show, and The Morning Kickback will also sponsor. Robert Eaglesall once said, "We rise by lifting others." I started Rick Mason Communications over 25 years ago because I felt it was a void with helping people with their events and business needs here in the Golden Triangle area. And now, 25 years later, Rick Mason Communications is still here assisting clients all over the state and beyond. Hello, I am the legend, Rick Don't Go Mason, and on behalf of the Mason family, we wish you a safe and prosperous holiday season. Happy holidays. We're live for the television talk show issue. So many things that we're talking about today. Of course, we're dealing with different toy drives that are going on all over the Golden Triangle area and beyond. Again, 662-386-6064 if you want to be a part of Issues Television Talk Show. And we have so many things to offer as far as the holidays are going on, and we're giving back, and people are trying to educate young girls. Today we have Miss Doris on the show, and one of her colleagues in the Girls Queens of Tomorrow. What's your name, man?
Arlene Jones.
Arlene Jones, welcome to the show, you young ladies. Miss Doris, talk to us. You reached out to me, told me you wanted to do something to help these young girls in today's society, and we've had you on the Morning Kickback, of course, and now we're having you sit down here on my television show. Talk to us about what you're offering to the actual Golden Triangle girls, the youth of today.
Well, my heart goes out to the young ladies between the ages of 10 and 17. I consider that tender age where they get mixed up and they don't know which way what's what. Middle school kids is one that has my heart because they're no longer babies, but they're not quite grown. And this is the time in their life when they really need positive role models and mentorship, to have someone to talk to, someone to show them that they have options in life.
Okay.
They don't have to accept whatever's just thrown at them.
Right. What are some of these things that you're going to try to teach these young girls as far as calling them the queens of tomorrow? What are your goals to instill in the young ladies?
We want to instill in them a sense of self, positive ideals of themselves. We got to find these young ladies need to be able to look at themselves and not see what the world sees, but see what's really inside of them. Every young girl is a princess, and she has potential to be a queen.
Okay.
But in order for her to make it that far, she has to have someone to nurture her,
Take
and
the
to
steps
guide
with her.
in the way to become that queen.
Okay.
And Tomorrow's Queen, the mentor organization, what we want to teach them is help instill in them high self-esteem. We want to show them options that you introduce them to professional women.
To give them some hope.
Yes, so they can see that just because I started out
Here.
they started out here too. but look where they're at now.
Man, I tell you, you might not believe this, but the episode that just played last week on my television show, Issues, I had the young lady on there, Erica Horton. She was 13 years old and was pregnated on my television show 25 years ago. And today she's a nurse practitioner with her own business that is located here in Columbus. And it's such a blessing, and the sit down that we had to talk about these same things that you are trying to help and instill in these young black girls, white girls, whatever the case may be, you guys are trying to help them. So are some of the things that are you going to be teaching the young ladies about hygiene?
All of this.
To talk to us about some
all
of the
of
things.
these things. First things first. Your first impression counts. So in all situations, they need to carry themselves. Even if you're living in the projects, then you can still carry yourself as
Correct.
a queen. Always be well kept, clean, presentable.
Right, correct.
Because that first impression is going to last. It's
Yes.
going to be the lasting impression.
Man, I tell you, and you've been a mother yourself as well. Do you have girls or boys? Both. Okay. In your trials and tribulations, as far as raising your girls, because I understand you do have to work and do different things of that nature. What is your take on trying to instill something into some of these young ladies who may get pregnant early and just give up on life?
I tell them it's hard, but hard work, like she said, hard work, and basically that's what this group is about. Letting them know you have to be ashamed.
Correct.
You know, you want to continue to keep making the same mistakes, but you don't want to be ashamed
Of
where you at.
Right, in your situation. How can they find out more about you guys' program, and if they want to be a part or a sponsor or something to that nature? Can you give us more information, or do you have a mailing address if they wanted to send in anything or find more about you guys?
Well, we are on Facebook, and they can reach out to me or Sister Ann Marshall. She's the secretary of.
Okay, and what's the phone number they can reach you at?
My
Your
phone number is 662-570-2787.
Okay.
And Executive Secretary Ann Marshall, her phone number is 662-364-6629. And we're having a meeting.
I was just about to
on the
ask that question.
28th. It's an impromptu meeting. Our normal meeting schedules is like the first and the third Saturday every month at Genesis Church.
Okay, great. Where the pastor
Reverend
is
Leach.
Reverend Leach.
Yes. And Sister Jackie.
Yes.
They so sweet. They I
Great
knew
group of
Jackie.
people. I
I
know,
knew them
yes.
when they was young.
Right, correct. So again, this is something positive that you young ladies are doing. The Issues Television Talk Show, the Morning Kickback Radio Show as well. We want to do whatever we can to actually get the word out. I know it took a moment for us to actually connect, but I'm a man of my word when it comes to giving back to the community and doing a process of powerful energy into our neighborhoods and our streets and different things of that nature. Any final remarks that you would like to leave with the people to encourage some young girls who may be going through something?
For my young girls, I'll tell you like this. Be the change that you want to see. Be the change. And as for the older people, mature adult women, stop talking negative and start finding the positive in each little girl, because you were once that little girl.
Man, I tell you.
Empower tomorrow. Empower the girls of today to be the queens of tomorrow.
Man, such a beautiful recital, should I say. Check us out each and every Saturday morning, 6:30 a.m. on CW on Direct TV. Or check us out Sunday nights, 10 p.m. on My Mississippi Cable TV. Check out the Morning Kickback each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday on Mix 106.1 inside the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. And again, we'll check you out next week, same time, same place, same great people, same great smiles. Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors over the years who have did so many great things for Issues Television Talk Show. Again, 25 years I have celebrated in the industry as far as giving back and giving love and support to the people who are actually here in our city on today. Again, 662-386-6064. Or either email the show, Issues Television Talk Show @gmail.com. Can you ladies look in that camera and say issues?
Issues.
We'll see you next week, same time, same place for the television talk show, Issues. Thank you. You ladies did great.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm proud of you for even opening her